Today, it is exactly 103 days since I stood on the same podium responding to the SONA by His Excellency the President, Professor Peter Mutharika last year. Today, Right Honorable Speaker, I stand again before you to respond to the National Address that was delivered on 13th February 2026, marking his 5 months in office. Mr. Speaker, sir, I hope that His Excellency the President has had enough time not only to prepare but also to be given enough and accurate information about the state of affairs in this country, as Malawians were expecting a SONA that would also comprehensively address issues that they are grappling with. Mr. Speaker, sir, since the SONA was short in our lifetime and very brief, I know there might be some issues that were not addressed by the SONA, but as I am responding to the SONA, Right Honorable Speaker, there are also some very important national issues that I have included in this response that I would like government to take attention on because they need to be addressed. Mr. Speaker, sir, before I go into substantive issues, allow me to quote what Mr. President said, and I quote. He said, "What we have managed to deliver in 4 months is more than what some governments could have delivered in 5 years." But, Mr. Speaker, sir, this is what our President Mutharika said, the professor. But allow me to indicate here, Honorable Speaker, that as we are responding this afternoon, we still have a number of issues that Malawians are grappling with. Number one, the skyrocketing of fuel pump price, where from 3,000 to around 5,000 kwacha per liter is something that Malawians are grappling with. The punitive taxation that has reduced the very small civil servant salaries take home is one of the issues Malawians are grappling with. Punitive taxes and services fees killing production and private sector investment. Mr. Speaker, sir, as I speak this afternoon, there are still no employment opportunities for young people, denying them participation to economic activities. Mr. Speaker, sir, re-emergence of albino abduction and killings. Mr. Speaker, sir, the general insecurity, including the abduction of a businessman in Lilongwe, is something that we still have to address. Mr. Speaker, sir, daily rising of commodity prices and rising cost of living. Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, in the SONA, President Professor Mutharika spoke about microeconomic environment, where he painted a rosy picture that the economy would grow by 3.8% this year and 4.9% in 2027 respectively. Mr. Speaker, sir, this sounds good to hear, but Malawians would still want to understand the fundamental assumptions behind these projections. Mr. Speaker, sir, Malawi's economy hinges heavily on agricultural production that is highly dependent on subsidized farm inputs. As I am presenting this response right now, Honorable Speaker, farmers in the country, particularly those from northern and central regions, have not yet accessed required and adequate fertilizer due to compromised FISIP program. Mr. Speaker, sir, The August House would also wish to appreciate that the quick projections by the IMF and other development economists are currently revealing a drop in maize production and tobacco production by at least 30%, which makes it very difficult to achieve the projected 3.8% economic growth rate in such an environment. Mr. Speaker, sir, Malawians accepted a SONA that would demonstrate thorough overview of the country's microeconomic outlook and economic performance, which conspicuously were missing in the SONA. Mr. Speaker, sir, many Malawians are also wondering whether such omission was by design or mere omission. Mr. Speaker, sir, in any objective assessment and presentation of microeconomic performance, no economist can overlook the following: fiscal policy and revenue collection, public debt and levels of current borrowing, status of poverty levels and job creation, internal and external shocks that are affecting the performance of the economy, and critical measures undertaken to support.
Let's have order.
The same.
Order. Order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, people expected that the SONA could highlight the important elements of microeconomic performance bordering on fiscal policy and revenue collection. Malawians require detailed insights into government revenue generation and expenditure. They also demand an explanation on why the DPP government is overtaxing them almost on everything. Mr. Speaker, sir, the President indicated in the SONA about stabilized prices of commodities, and he cited maize as a clear example. Mr. Speaker, sir, the reality on the ground is that apart from maize prices going down within the 4 months of DPP administration, the fuel pump price has gone up from 3,000 to 5,000, and this has triggered excessive increase in prices of commodities and general cost of living of Malawians, including sugar and Nima and many others. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is not only fuel price that is skyrocketing. The last time I checked with the general public, it was observed that the people of Chiladzulu, Chitipa, Mangochi, and Salima were severely complaining about price increases of basic commodities such as sugar, electricity, soap, water, household rentals, and public transport. Mr. Speaker, sir, Malawians are more miserable now with this administration than they were during Chakwera era. Mr. Speaker, sir, on CDF, in the SONA, the President repeated announcing the increased CDF budgetary allocation from 20 million to 5 billion kwacha per constituency under performance-based arrangement, with its management shifted to controlling officers in councils. Mr. Speaker, sir, the President further talked about the implementation processes which will be guided by the yet-to-be-developed guidelines and a digital dashboard which will capture and highlight project status. Mr. Speaker, sir, I need to be protected.
Honourable members,
Speaker, sir,
honourable members, can I please have order?
Mr. Speaker, sir, you would allow me to repeat on the CDF because it's very important. In the SONA, the President repeated announcing the increased CDF allocation from 220 million to 5 billion kwacha per constituency under performance-based arrangement, with its management shifted to controlling officers in councils. Mr. Speaker, sir, the President further talked about implementation processes which will be guided by the yet-to-be-developed guidelines, a digital dashboard which will capture and highlight project status. Mr. Speaker, sir, this sounds good and viable. However, Malawians would like to know quite a number of pertinent issues that remained very unclear as it comes to CDF implementation. Number one, whether there are specific and reliable sources of financing the CTF projects, considering that Treasury is under tight fiscal constraints. Mr. Speaker, sir, we would like to know whether donors, including guest financiers, have agreed to using their resources to finance the CTF arrangements, having noted that some of them seriously question accountability issues to projects that seem to have political connotations. Mr. Speaker, sir, people would like also to know what could be the roles and responsibilities of elected officers regarding to this fund, considering that oversight roles are very crucial in the councils where there are glaring implementation capacity gaps. We are raising all these questions, Mr. Speaker, sir, because we do not want projects under CDF to be transformed into white elephants on account of inadequate financing or lack of capacities to implement projects effectively and efficiently. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, sir, the issue of who does what in the CDF arrangements need to be dealt with seriously to avoid losses of resources. Food security and agricultural performance. Right Honourable Speaker, in the SONA, the President praised his government for the distribution of free maize and reduction of maize prices from 75,000 to around 38 or 55 per 50 kilogram bag. This, Mr. Speaker, sir, is good to hear, as it provides a picture of a government that addresses the hunger situation. However, Mr. Speaker, sir, the issue of maize has to be addressed on both demand and supply side. Mr. Speaker, sir, reducing maize prices only without reducing the prices of farm inputs put a farmer and a maize producer in a very difficult situation, because the cost of production is much higher than the selling price, which means that if nothing is done to reverse the status quo, maize production would drastically be reduced, hence inviting the future hunger. Mr. Speaker, sir, one troubling aspect that needs to be addressed and left many people wondering is the purchase of maize from Zambia, whilst the country had enough maize. Mr. Speaker, sir, in order to motivate our farmers in the future, the Line Minister of Agriculture would allow the NFRA
Order.
on time from the local farmers
Order.
before we go and empower foreign farmers whose proceeds
Can I please have order on my right?
their country's economy.
Please, let's have order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, in the SONA, the President alluded to the fact that he promises what he delivers, and he delivers what he promises. That alone, Mr. Speaker, sir, made Malawians remember that the DPP clearly announced during the campaign period that it would be selling 4 bags of subsidized fertilizer per person. This was emphasized in a number of meetings that were conducted on the campaign trail. Mr. Speaker, sir, Malawians are still waiting for that promise to be fulfilled. To the contrary, Mr. Speaker, sir, what FISIP is doing is to sell the Malawi's half of what the DPP promised. Random sampling across the country in the districts like Palombe and Machinga, among others, people were complaining, sharing a bag of fertilizer that was not even enough to cover a quarter of an acre. Right Honourable Speaker, in order to address the rumor circulating that FISIP has only benefited or registered a 10% distribution in the central region and 4% in the northern region and 50% in the south, it would be good if the Line Ministry would actually come in the House and provide an update on how the FISIP has been distributed. Mr. Speaker, sir, Central and Northern regions produce more maize, and it wouldn't make any political or economic sense to distribute less fertilizers in areas where produce more maize to feed the country. Mr. Speaker, sir, this implies that this government is politicizing the FISIP program. Mr. Speaker, sir, Mr. Speaker, sir, I need protection.
Order.
Mr. Speaker, I
Order.
need protection.
Honour members, honour members, honour members, honourable members, I don't have to mention you. I don't want to mention you. But
Thank you very much, Right
please,
Honourable Speaker.
let's have order.
Undermining development and mineral exploitation. Right Honourable Speaker, it was noted in the SON that government has taken strong initiatives to suspend issuers of mining licenses, ban exports of all unprocessed minerals, and immediately conduct audits of licensing registry. These measures have been considered very crucial as demonstration that this government wants to commit to developing sustainable mining in a more transparent and accountable manner that drives and enhances value addition within the mines and mineral industry. Mr. Speaker, sir, as a responsible opposition, we strongly support this policy stand since we fully believe that mineral exploitation in whatever form has to benefit the country and its citizens through more creation of exports of finished and processed minerals. However, we have got an advice to the government with regards to the current policy stand. While government is pursuing this stand in order to sanitize the sector and safeguard our minerals resources, efforts should be taken to implement these measures effectively and efficiently in a more transparent and accountable manner so as to eliminate unintended disruptions to very potential investors who are already on ground supporting mining development. Mr. Speaker, sir, we therefore implore on the government to conduct a thorough assessment on the implications of these measures on the mining operations of all mines that are already operational. We urge that the new mining development agreements be signed with mining operators so that they are seen adhering to new policy and legal frameworks to be developed and or reviewed. Suffice to indicate that, Mr. Speaker, sir, there should be a clear balancing of regulations within investments to ensure that no unintended consequences would discourage foreign domestic investments in the mining industry. Mr. Speaker, sir, this is the right time to move towards domestic beneficiation of minerals in order to create and boost employment levels and revenue collection. And I'm happy that the minister responsible is here and taking notes. Right Honourable Speaker, on energy. Right Honourable Speaker, this country has been grappling with issues of energy development for some decades now. During his tenure of office, President Lazarus McArthur Chakwera initiated a number of energy development projects with an intention to achieve sustainable electricity supply. What he achieved so far, every Malawian knows better that blackouts were eliminated. Fast forward, Mr. Speaker, sir, the recent solar energy interventions that this government intends to pursue repairs, restoring 31 megawatts, 10 megawatts biomass, 10 megawatts solar, and target increasing capacity from 551 megawatts to over 1,000 megawatts by 2030. This is exactly what the former president also initiated and advocated for. Mr. Speaker, sir, we expected the government to shed more light on the transmission upgrades, financing model, timelines, and project milestones. And Mr. Speaker, sir, we are aware that the World Bank Group approved the 350 million grant of the 1.5 billion in Patamanga Hydro Storage Project. Mr. Speaker, sir, a responsive SONA was also supposed to tell Malawians where are we on milestones, financing closure, procurement steps, and delivery dates. Mr. Speaker, sir, sustainable and reliable power supply is an enabler for investment for any potential investor to invest seriously in a country where there is no power interruption. Mr. Speaker, sir, issues pertaining to homeland security. Right Honourable Speaker, matters of homeland security are very pertinent and they cannot be taken for granted. Global evidence suggests that no investor is willing to invest resources in an environment where there are serious security challenges characterized by robberies, kidnappings, killings, and murder incidences. When such instances happen, government is supposed to immediately take action and bring culprits to book. Such swift actions on matters of that nature gives confidence to investors that it is possible to invest and be assured that they are fully protected. Right Honorable Speaker, with regards to Homeland Security, the SONA speaks of people-centered development, yet it is notably thin on public safety beyond passports and national IDs. Mr. Speaker, sir, it surprised Malawians that the President did not touch on the kidnappings, murder and torture of citizens by thugs and kidnappers who are now stealing during daylight. Right Honorable Speaker, recent reports describes a high-profile abduction in Lilongwe linked to Crossroads Hotel, and until now, neither the police nor the minister responsible have come out to update the nation on the progress made on the investigation of the issue. Are we really serious that we have failed tracking the kidnappers? By remaining silent, we are admitting that this government is failing to handle issues of homeland security. Right Honorable Speaker, recent reports also indicate a growing number of people with albinism missing mistreated or being openly harmed. Recent reports show also that politics by intimidation has come back. Honorable Speaker, the Minister is here. I would like to draw his attention that we believe that he is a capable minister and that will be safe under his ministerial portfolio because we understand he is a man who lives by his words. Right Honorable Speaker, few months ago, Dr. Victoria Bobe was murdered in her house in Blantyre. Right Honorable Speaker, is it demanding too much for Malawians to be updated on the issue? Where are those suspects who were publicly presented to the general public as killers? What is holding back government from prosecuting the case? If this government is serious with the matters of homeland security, let it be transparent enough to take these issues head on. Mr. Speaker, sir, insecurity is an economic tax paid daily by households, businesses and investors. We expect the SONA to make pronouncements on the following: an enhanced urban security plan, a replenishment of resourcing for investigations, establishment of specialized investigation and crime measures, and measurable crime reduction targets. Issues in the education sector. Right Honorable Speaker, the DPP government emphasized during the campaign period that it would introduce free secondary education once voted into power. The SONA also presented by the President is clearly giving a policy stand on this issue. Instead of sticking to a comprehensive free secondary school education, Malawians are being told that they will be shouldering responsibility of paying boarding fees, while the government only pays tuition fees, which takes a small portion of the secondary school assorted fees. Right Honorable Speaker, the university students are yet to receive free meals, as this is one of the DPP manifestos. Right Honorable Speaker, the SONA presents what is seemingly considered as good news for both women and the youth in as far as economic empowerment initiatives are concerned. We are being told that women and youth will be accessing soft loans meant for business and entrepreneurial development so that they can stand on their own, building household assets and supporting families. While this is the welcome development and the opposition fully supports it, Malawians are more worried with the biting taxes that have been introduced by the government on all the businesses and banking transactions, which will be eating deeply into their marginal profits. Mr. Speaker, sir, for instance, to access loan, a processing tax is charged. To procure business commodities, there is tax. To send money to someone, there is tax. Even to receive money from someone, there is tax. In simple terms, Mr. Speaker, sir, there is a tax charged in securing, receiving, or spending money. Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, on the disaster management and criminal activity programming. Right Honorable Speaker, Malawi is persistently devastated by natural disasters, very often triggered by heavy rains and associated flooding. Heavy winds and cyclones in the year 2026 has not been an exception. We noticed that most parts of the southern region districts were damaged by disaster to an extent that crop stand in most fields were affected. This situation, Mr. Speaker, sir, also affected the districts of central and northern regions. Such districts including Salima, Nkotakoda, Dowa, Kasungu, Nzimba, Kalonga, and Nkata. As if this is not enough, we also observed and experienced dry spells in most parts of the country. And this wilted down the crops in the field. As a response to these situations, government announced plans to support farmers with farm inputs so that they can engage themselves in winter cropping as a remedial action. This is really commendable, right, Honorable Speaker, and we feel support it. However, Mr. Speaker, sir, government should refrain from segregation and discrimination in the disaster management and response initiatives. If, for example, they want to introduce irrigation support, let them target all the affected districts across the country. Mr. Speaker, sir, on governance and unity of purpose. Mr. Speaker, sir, on governance and unity of purpose. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to draw the House's attention on this one because I'm about to finish. Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, on governance and unity of purpose. I pray that one day, Mr. Speaker, sir, President Professor Mutharika will initiate an Elders' Council where the former and current leaders would be meeting to discuss issues of national importance. I look for a day, Mr. Speaker, sir, when I will see President Mutharika, President Joyce Banda, President Bakiri Muluzi, and President Chagwera sitting on the same table, discussing and sharing matters of national importance, for that will symbolize unity of purpose and the spirit of nation building. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, sir, the SONA demonstrates serious omissions on issues affecting Malawians, and we expected a message of inclusiveness and hope to economic recovery. Yes. Mr. Speaker, sir, Malawians are expecting cheap things, genuine free secondary education, yes, tax-friendly regime, yes, free meals in universities, yes, and affordable farm inputs. Yes. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me remind the DPP administration never to take Malawians for granted. They gave you the mandate to govern for the period of 5 years. Yes. And if you take them for granted, they will surprise you in 2030, for there are only 1,674 days for MCP to come to power. And be assured, MCP is coming back. Yes. Madam, Right Honorable Speaker, in the spirit of one Malawi, one people and one nation, I acknowledge the SONA and submit our observation for better governance and implementation. Mr. Speaker, sir, thank you very much for your time.
Iyi ndi Malawi News Extra, channel yokhayo imene mukupatsirani nkhani ndi zina zochitika ku Malawi. Ngati ndinu alendo, pangani subscribe kuti tidziyendera limodzi.